Welcome back. Now, on Mother's Day, there's nothing more special for a mum than to have breakfast made for her by her children. But there's one child who's gone a step further. Now, with the help of Dad, Nick, our next guest has become a bit of an internet cooking sensation. Welcome, Nick and Archie. All right, guys. How you doing down there? You all right?
Ready to
Good. A little bit quiet at the moment. So how did you sort of nurture this sort of love of food at such an early age?
Basically, I think Archie was born into a foodie household.
Right.
So from 6 months on, when we were giving him solids, we just had him in the kitchen with us. We had him sitting at the table with us, and he's... Stop what, darling? Stop talking.
Stop talking.
Stop
talking, more cooking.
Yeah, yesterday on the video, Archie said, "What are you talking about, Daddy?" Which I think was a very...
and this is the blog that you do?
Yeah, we do a video blog called My Daddy Cooks. It's basically films of us in our tiny little kitchen in Watford, cooking the food we eat there.
Right. Getting something like 15,000 hits a week or something like that?
We get, 2,000 to 3,000 people a day come and watch the videos.
Right, very good, very good. Right, so what are we cooking today?
Well, you asked me to think of something in terms of Mother's Day, in terms of brunch.
Yeah.
I thought of souffle, I thought of French toast, I thought of quiche, frittata, and in the end I'm doing something that's all of those.
Right.
It's an American dish called a strata. Strata means layers. It's basically an oven-baked breakfast casserole.
Right.
It really reflects the kind of food we cook at home because it's really easy to make. It's a make-ahead dish, cook it the night before, sits in the fridge overnight. Bung it in the oven when you wake up. It smells delicious, and it's ready.
And what have we got? Shiitake mushrooms, watercress. We've got some tomatoes, smoked bacon.
Unsmoked bacon. Very stale bread.
Right.
Now, if for any reason you haven't let the bread go stale, I just put it in an oven, very low oven for about half an hour, and it dries out perfectly. But the staler and crispier the bread, the better. And what we're basically going to do is going to layer the bread in the pan. Put the egg mix in, cheese, and all the ingredients, and it'll cook in the oven.
Let's do it then.
The great thing about stratas is that the ingredients are really... Well, you can start whisking them,
darling.
I'll
hold it, shall I?
The ingredients are really flexible. So today we're doing a sort of... They're going round and round.
Go on then, go for it. So we beat these eggs. What's going in here?
What we've got here is I've got some bacon which is already on the heat here. I'm going to add my shiitake mushrooms. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for those mushrooms to render down. And once they've done that, we're going to add the spinach. Now, thank you, darling. We've got 8 eggs. We need an extra 2, Matt, if you can find them.
Right, here you go.
Archie,
are
you going to break an egg with me?
You going to do these, mate?
Here you go. Tell you what, you take one. Ready? Ready to go. 1, 2, 3. Oh! In we go. Did we do it?
Oh, very good.
Yeah, and one more.
There you go.
Give it the biggest whack you can find. There we go.
Beautiful.
Do you want to just mix those while Daddy mixes the mushrooms? Do you mind as well?
Shall I go those?
Yeah, do you want to carry on doing that?
Yeah, I'll do that.
So, basically, while the ingredients are cooking down, here I go, Matt. Do you want to just chuck the spinach in while we're doing that? While those ingredients are cooking, I'm going to add, well, not salt yet, but it's a very good idea. We've got our milk. Do you want to pour this in for me, or am I doing it? Straight in that goes. Lots of milk, cow's milk. Is there enough in there? And also some creme fraiche. I use half-fat creme fraiche in this. Ready? And then basically we've got to mix it as much as we possibly can. Go on, I'll race you.
So he likes to get involved in everything, does he, in the kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, he loves the washing up as much as the cooking. For us,
really?
the kitchen is basically playtime. So it's just all about colours and textures and smells and lots of mess.
Does it reflect in his diet? Does it reflect in what he eats?
Well, basically he eats in a really balanced way. You know, one day we'll have a what, darling? What? It's all cooking. That's right. That's cooking.
It's all going well, mate.
One day we'll have like a really rich chocolate cake, and the next day we'll have something vegetable-y. So we just keep it very balanced. Now, thank you very much for helping me on that.
Pleasure.
Key point with that is that if you put that mix in warm,
bit of pepper going in there.
Oh, do you want to put some pepper in for me? With your fingers though, take a little pinch. There we go. Go on.
Put as much as you want in.
One note with the seasoning: if your bacon happens to be really salty, don't put too much salt in the egg mix. Otherwise, I think that's plenty.
We like pepper here, though.
Can we put some salt in as well?
A little bit of salt.
I was just going to say, with regards to the spinach and bacon mix, if you that's enough. If you put it in warm, it'll start to cook the eggs. So you need to leave it cold. We've actually got some cold over there.
Okay, give it a mix, mate.
Big mix.
Right. Okay.
Now,
let's get this
I'm busy wielding my 12-inch baking dish here, which we've greased with butter. It's really important because the strata is actually going to rise like a souffle.
Yeah.
So you need lots of butter in the dish.
Okay.
Bread. Archie, do you want to pour the bread in for me? Or are you too busy stirring? Do you want to pour that into the pan?
Right, you cook the mix down, you let it cool.
Let it cool.
Presumably because you're going to put the eggs in and it's
otherwise it would start
scramble.
cooking.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now, can you, while I'm doing that, can you sprinkle the cheese all over it? I use a really, really strong cheddar because it gives extra flavour.
Okay.
But as I say, you can use Swiss, you can use Fontina. Big blocks, yes. It actually really doesn't matter what you use.
Doesn't matter where it goes.
No. Once the cheese is all sprinkled over, have you got our egg mix ready, Archie?
There's a lot of spoons in our egg mix.
There are a lot of spoons. Here we go.
Everybody
is laughing.
They're laughing with us, mate.
Yeah, are they laughing at us or with us? Okay, cheese on the bread, 2 whisks, 2 spoons out of the mix, and pour it in. Now, are you going to pour it in with me, or am I going to do it on my own?
No, let him do it.
Come on then, you ready? You ready?
Why are they laughing at us?
You ready? Come on, darling. Pour it in with me. Ready? Whoa. And basically, because the bread is really, really... It is all going to hide, you're right. Because the bread is really, really stale, we're going to leave it in the fridge overnight and it'll soften up. The crustier the bread, the better. So even if it's not a baguette, like a really, really crusty sourdough is perfect. So we've got our bread, our cheese, our egg mixture.
Yeah.
Our cooled down...
Put it all in.
You did pour it all in, that's right. Our cooled down mixture, which basically we're going to sprinkle over the top and mix in with our hands. Put it all in, all into the mix.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Spread it out as evenly as you can. The spinach is great because it gives it a really nice colour. And then once all the ingredients are on it, we need to squash them all in and mix them in, Archie. Are you going to help me?
This looks like the fun bit.
This
Get
is
your
the
hands
fun
in there.
bit. So, can you squash this down with me, or am I doing it on my own? Archie?
Yeah, you're losing your audience, mate. Right.
Archie? Okay. Once all the ingredients are in there, very, very important last point, you need to cover it with, can I have the cloth a second, darling? You need to cover it with cling film.
Right.
And put a heavy weight
Okay.
on it in the fridge so that basically all the ingredients
gets
wash down.
absorbed, yeah?
They are watching, darling. Take it out in the morning.
Yeah.
It has to come up to room temperature before you put it in the oven. So take it out for half an hour, put it in the oven for an hour. I think we've got one over
Right,
there.
okay. So pretend that's been cling filmed.
Yes.
So how long does it cook for?
60 minutes.
Right. There you go.
There we go.
And then this is the reheated one, yeah?
Yes, it's at its best literally when it comes out of the oven. I've done it in a 12-inch tin. It looks a lot. We finished off one between 3 of us quite recently. It's extremely Moorish, but it is great to serve for brunch on Mother's Day. Best thing about it is it smells brilliant. It is prepared in advance, so there's no mess or stress in the morning.
A little bit of seasoning.
And as you can see, I'm just going to serve it with a simple watercress salad, tomatoes, a bit of pepper, salt, and also vinaigrette.
A little bit of pepper.
I think that's probably quite a lot.
That's quite a lot of pepper. A little bit of salt. A little bit of salt. That's as much as you think. Yeah? Oh, just that's beautiful. Okay. Okay. So a little bit of salad dressing. Do you want to do that as well? Yeah.
As you can see, as you can see, it's basically like a souffle. So the bread has in effect disappeared.
Gorgeous.
It's breakfast in one dish. There we go. That is my breakfast casserole. Easy as pie. Prepare the night before. Serve it for your mum on the Sunday morning.
Brilliant. Well done, Archie. To make Archie and Nick's breakfast casserole, buy some good quality bacon from your butcher and some shiitake mushrooms, spinach and eggs. Check you have milk, creme fraiche and cheddar cheese in your fridge and get a loaf of stale, crusty bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see it's facing the Giddy Park kitchen?
Yeah. Well, what's the seasoning a bit, Archie? But,
I reckon it's pretty good, actually. You know, all things considered.
Archie, who made this?
Daddy, Archie.
Very
Well
good.
done, Archie.
Very
Thank you
good.
very much
Thanks
indeed.
for that.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Archie. That's it for today. Thanks
Archie,
to all our
gonna
guests
wave
and
bye-bye
diners
there.
next week. Rachel Allen and I are joined by Australian chef Bill Granger and Force of Nature and Jamie Oliver's right-hand man, Gennaro Consaldo.
And we'll be joined by Amy LeMay, Roland Riveron, Andy Peters and dancing legend Anton de Beck. So we'll see you then. If you'd like to know more about Market Kitchen, its presenters and, of course, the recipes, the Market Kitchen cookbook is out now, priced at $16.99 and is available at all good bookstores.
I've had a fantastic day on Market Kitchen, and I think I'll be able to survive with the 9 fingers I have left. I don't see a problem with that, but I've loved being here.